Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a knife ramble. Should you trust me? Should you listen to what I have to say? Should you take my recommendations? By the way, I got a fidget toy right here. I am loving me some fidgets lately, but obviously I still love knives. But this came up because of someone in my comment section who gives me shit about it a lot. And he's just messing with me, and we're having a good time, and I'm not taking it personal, but I thought it was a good topic. So, you know who you are. But should you guys listen to what I have to say? Because here's the argument, right? And it's not a real argument. Just calm down, all right? This is all in good fun, okay? Just like to use your shit, I use mine. Mickey flick flick flack, chop a horse shit. It's all in good fun, okay? Please, chill. If you want to leave a comment, please do. Just be nice, you know what I mean. Anyway, here's the deal. Kev, you get a knife and you love it. It's your favorite knife ever. I probably don't have a good example of this because I always sell these knives that we're talking about, but it's your favorite knife ever, and you tell everybody you gotta get one, and you do the unboxing, you do the even do the review a week later or whatever, and then boom, a week after that, it's for sale. It's up on your Instagram for sale or in a knife sale video. Your video is literally posting and about how great the knife is, and there's a knife sale, right? And this knife is in it. Is that rust? Fuck me. Hold on. I think we've got ourselves a visitor. Give me a second here. Good example of when to use these rust erasers. Try to be careful because it's a vertical satin finish. Horizontal is what I meant to say. See any other guests? Okay. That may have been rust. It may have been something else. So take a little bit of alcohol. Look at this. On the fly, guys. Watching this live. Not really live, but you know what I mean. Alright. No more spot. There was like this little spot right there I saw. So what I did there was wiped it down with alcohol, of course, after I used the rust eraser. Now what I'm going to do is grab my knife shield. I'm going to grab a different cloth, I think. Oh, grab a Jack Wolf cloth. And what I do is this. I wrap the handle so I can't accidentally get that all jacked up. Just spray it on. Maybe rub it in place. Make sure it gets into the jimping because that's like the one spot that it's hard to hit. The spine as well. But obviously I'm focusing on that area where it was. Unwrap the handle. Take your cloth, and you guys have seen this probably 8,000 times from me by now. Check the spine, make sure you get all that off, and just give it a little rub down and wipe off, and there you go. Looks sexy, no spot or anything. And then I kind of shut it, and you see there's some leftover residuals. And that's what happens. It kind of sneaks into places. That's why I wrap the handle. But there we go. That's it. That's how you apply knife shield, clean off a little rust. I have problems with rust. I have videos about that. Anyway, you can get that stuff, knife shield, on knifepivotlube.com. Use my code LeftyEDC. So, back to the story. I raved about the knife, right? And this is an opposite example, but I raved about the knife, and then the knife is for sale 2 weeks later or a week later, and I think it confuses people, right? And that's why I get those comments. People are like, well, wait, you said the knife was amazing. Like, so how come you're selling it now? Like, what? You don't like this knife? Or maybe it's, 2 months later and I'm selling the knife and I'm telling you why. And I'm saying, I'm selling it because it's this blade shape. Or, man, I don't know, the flipper tab, like, I get, my skin comes off and I can't front flip it anymore. And it just... and I sell the knife, right? Like Peñas, I've sold like that before after saying I love them. So there's people who, naturally are like, well, why should we trust what you're saying? Because you say how great it is and you tell people they should get it or whatever. And then all of a sudden you're selling the knife, right? And here's what I want to get across on that. There's 2 things. 1, this is my channel. This is a hobby. I'm not here to tell you what you're supposed to buy and not supposed to buy. Yeah, there's plenty of times where I say you should get this. This is awesome. That's because I'm excited about it and I'm amped up and like. But I don't tell you what to do with your money, just like you don't tell me what to do with my money. And this is a hobby. This is not a job. I'm not like sponsored by companies to tell you how good things are. Like, yeah, I just showed you Knife Shield and gave you my code, and yes, I have an affiliate with them. I get a little bit of commission if you use it. But the only reason I have that code is because I love their products personally, and it's worth it. You get 10% off, and I get a little bit of commission. I'm not getting paid by them in general, like to hawk their goods, if that makes sense. And I've always been that way where if I don't truly believe in something, I can't sell it. Even as a career, like I just can't sell something that I don't believe in. It's not within me to do that. So some of these knives I pulled out to show you are, knives that I rave about or raved about or whatever. This is the Chavez knives Sangre. This is a Blade HQ exclusive with the tan micarta and DLC frame and blade. This is an example of a knife that I talked about in my review recently about how good it is. And I love this knife, yet I just posted this knife for sale before this video on my Instagram. I'm kind of contemplating pulling that down and not actually selling it, but if somebody reaches out, I probably will. And it's not because this knife is not great, is not good, or whatever. It's because, number 2, this was my second reason behind this is not, I don't tell you what to do, and this is a hobby. Number 2 is I'm not made of money. All right. I am not Moneybags McGee. All right. Do you guys see how much content I have on this channel? I have at least 2 videos posting a day, every single day. Right. And I've been doing that for almost 2 years. And yes, I've had gaps where I've only done 1 video. But I've had times where I've done 4 or 5. So, like, I'm pretty sure if you averaged it out, I do about 2 a day. I think I checked and I have like 1,300 and something videos up. I haven't even been doing this for 2 years. November something, early December is going to be 2 years on YouTube. And I have 1,300 videos out there. More than that now. So, I don't know. I can't do the math on that, but it's a lot a day. Okay? So, that involves having stuff come in. Right? And I'm not Metal Complex or Nick Shabazz or these huge channels. Like, I just hit 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, by the way. We're almost at 6, but like, I'm not one of those people who constantly can get stuff in for free. Like, and I'm not saying that's all they do. Metal Complex gets a lot of loaners from you guys and other people. He like makes a list and posts it and people reach out, and he does a lot of things through loaners. I do loaners as well, not as much as some people, but more than others, I'm sure. I like loaners. I specifically like when it's like prototypes and stuff. Like these 2 are prototypes of things, and that's really fun for me. And then I tend to set up like a pass around group, and I get to help promote that product for that company. I don't get paid ever or anything, and usually we pay shipping for everything, but it's fun, and we get to advertise for people, market their knife that's on pre-order. It helps them. If it's a good product, I'm happy to do that. If it's not a good product, I probably wasn't going to check it out anyway, but I'll give you my honest opinion on it, and you guys can read between the lines, right? I try not to bomb on things that I don't like that are in that situation, because you're talking about a new company. And to be clear, this is the Knife Standards RR Standard I just got in, the prototype. Fabulous. This knife is fabulous and will get a very positive review. So don't take what I just said pointing at this knife, because this is wonderful, guys. Actually, this is up for pre-order already, and they're going to be coming in October. He already placed the order. This is a knife you should pick up, because you're not going to be waiting, 9 months or whatever to get it. It's going to be relatively quick. This knife is really cool, by the way. I am Loctiting it right now because it kept loosening, so I'm just trying to be careful. But you can see here how beautiful this is. This is the milled version. I'm probably going to pick one of these up myself as soon as I get a little bit more flush with cash. You can see it's a prototype. This is the milled version, so it has this beautiful Knife Standards milling pattern, Chicago screws. I mean, look at how beautiful that is with the no hardware on the screw, or no tooling. Black studs. Now on the final version, it's going to be all black hardware on this version, which I think is going to look way better too. You have this beautiful belt satin compound grind right here. Man, is this knife just really, really nice. You have a wire clip, which is super functional. I carried it today. Fabulous. You do have a frame lock. I do wish it was a... oh, is that not locked up right now? Look at that. That's because I did it so slow, I guess. There it is. Now it's locked up. Right? That's definitely locked up. Was I able to... No, it's locked up. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just how I walked it out. Anyway, it's Loctiting, so I'm trying to be super careful. Look at that. That blade goes all the way to the end of that. Now, some people would argue the blade to handle looks a little off. I don't think it does. I think it's just a camera thing or something. It's not really bad at all. Yeah. I think it's locked up. Wow. Yeah, it's just super early. Anyway, I'll be looking into that for the review. And again, prototype. It's not going to be an issue on your version. Really, really cool knife. So check that out. The RR Standard from Knife Standards. And then I have this one, the CMF Metalworks Print is a prototype. Really cool. This will be a pre-order through Slice FK. They don't have a date on that yet. There are some changes to this. It's in my full review. I've done a full review on this, not on that, on this, and this. These three I haven't. But this is really cool. This is called the Print. I think it's going to be a very popular model, very sort of neutral design. I think a lot of people are going to like. This is a little more polarizing, I'd say, but to me, this is more exciting. So there's that polarizing factor, but depends on who you are, right? It's going to excite you. So anyway, I'm not Moneybags McGee. Like, I just can't buy every knife and keep every knife. So I get a lot of stuff in for content. And I buy knives like the Sangre and the Mini J-Cape. I buy knives knowing that I don't really love them. I knew I wasn't going to I didn't think I would love the Mini J-Cape. Now, it turns out I kind of do. The Mini J-Cape is amazing. It's really, really good. So I think I might actually have this one stick around for a while. So, and the Sangre, this one, again, it's a flipper. I didn't expect flipper only to entice me. Not having the full choil. There's just certain things. The clip, it's not the clip, it's not the skull, it's the forehead screws that bug me. but I still, I don't know. I really, really like this knife and this design. So these two, bought them expecting I probably wouldn't love them, and I kind of do love them. I love this one more than I love this one, but I may keep both. See how I'm struggling right now? But I also just can't keep everything because I don't have that kind of money. So I sell a lot of stuff that comes in to keep funding more stuff coming in. And for me, some people would say, well, that's kind of unfortunate. You got to sell stuff you really like. But, like, for me, that's fun because I get to try new stuff. I'd rather try new stuff than keep old stuff, if that makes sense. Not old, but you know what I mean. And I do have, like, 15 or 20 knives that I really, really, really love that I do keep. You know what I mean? Like, I have the really nice stuff I like the Rask, the Rosie, the Burger, the FSD, the Evo, stuff like that I keep around because I truly just love it so much. I have a few slip joints from Jackwolf I absolutely love, my Kvist Custom. Then I have the Jaegers that I just am, I don't know, I'm just like infatuated with the Jaeger right now. But, you know, we don't know. It could be a passing fad. A lot of people, you know, that's kind of the thing that was pointed out in that comment was, and it, you know, more than one comment, but you know what I'm saying. It's like I go through these phases, like how many times did I say how amazing the F5 was? The F5.5, right? I've raved about the F5 so many times. Yet, I don't own an F5.5 anymore. Like, I ended up selling every F5.5 I owned. And I've owned like 12, you know? And it's just kind of my process, guys. Like, I stopped carrying the F5 all the time. I get to a point where I'm reviewing so much stuff that I can't carry my own stuff. And then certain things get left behind. And then over time, I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm not carrying it. So does that mean I don't really need it? And then I sell it because I can make $250 off it or whatever. And I just sell it. And that's just how I work. It's not personal against the knife. It's not personal against you if you bought one on my recommendation. It's business, right? Like, it's because I can't afford to buy everything. So I just want to make that clear. And I think if I keep something for more than, like, the unboxing, you can pretty much, I mean, like, then I think it's good. Like, there's a lot of knives, guys. I unbox them, and they don't even get a full review because I can't even stomach to have that money in my case while I wait to do a review. Or there's some that I just cannot wait to review because I want to sell them. And that's all made clear in the videos, right? So I don't know, I just thought this was an interesting topic to discuss, you know? This knife here is the Fanatic Edge Omen version 2. They were nice enough to send me this to check out, and I really like it. It's another one that I thought I would not like, and I wasn't interested enough to buy one, but to be honest, this thing's really cool. Someone told me it was an Isham design, which would make sense looking at it, but I thought it was an in-house design, but maybe in-house by Isham. I don't know. One of my pet peeves on this knife is the screws here. These 4 screws just kill me. Like, that's just crazy how many screws there are. It's super thin this way, so it's a kind of a weird knife to hold, but you do kind of have this choil. It's a very interesting design. I actually really like it, though. You have this beautiful hollow grind here and a flat up there. And good action. Flipper tab looks horrible. Looks like it would get you. It does look Isham-y, no jimping, but the detent's dialed to where it does not hurt at all. Now, I can't fail it. So, you know, it's tuned perfectly. I love the black coating on there with that starburst pattern, the blue ano. Obviously, I guess it matches the blue on here. Both are, this is a Fanatic Edge exclusive. But I really like this knife. Now, it's not something I think I would, like, personally pay for and want to, you know, buy, but I like it, you know. I think it's a good knife. If this is your style, I can recommend it. It's one of those situations. And that's another kind of aspect to this is not everything's for me, and this channel is all my opinion, guys. So like, if I say I don't like something that you love, it's not me trying to offend you or whatever. Like, it's just me saying I don't like this knife, right? And I guarantee you, you guys all do this yourself in your house or wherever. You're like, oh, like, I don't like it, blah, 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 right? Like, or in group chats with people, you talk about how you don't like this, you don't like that. That's all. I'm just doing it on a YouTube video. You know what I mean? So don't ever take it personal if I say I don't like a knife. I've had so many people loan me a knife and then stop like talking to me or never offer to loan me another one because the knife they sent me I didn't like. And in the video, I just tell you my honest feedback, right? It 100%, I always appreciate the loaner. It has nothing to do with you or whatever. I am so grateful when people loan me knives, right? But if I shit on the knife, it's not because I don't like you. It's not an offense at you. It's just I didn't like that knife. Like, and I just tell people what I think. So, you know, it is what it is. But I do think that is kind of a, you know, people get pissed at me sometimes. This is the Brass Brigade or Jason Grant gripper. I just did the full review on this, guys. This is a fabulous knife. It is an absolutely wonderful knife. I love this thing. But yeah, back to the Mini J-Cape. I unboxed this and I thought I'd hate it. Truly thought I'd hate it. I kind of did hate it a little bit in the unboxing. I still think the clip sucks. I can't wait to try to hopefully get a new one. But then I carried it for a few days, and by golly George, is there detail lash? No. By golly George, I really, really like this knife. I don't know what else to say about it. It's not like it's a little flipper only knife. It shouldn't intrigue me so much. It doesn't drop shut like, you know, I did put it on skiffs and it is way smoother than it was. The lock bar is very stiff, so like it's kind of annoying to disengage all day. Trying to get it to drop to your nail is kind of frustrating. It's easier, honestly, to just do this and then shake it down. But there's just something about the look of the knife. There's something about the sound as it guns out of there. And honestly, for a smaller size knife, it's a fabulous cutter, a fabulous user. My pinch grip is really good with it. This hollow grind is fantastic. I cut shipping labels and it worked really well. I wasn't expecting that, but I get to that tip pretty easy, again, because of the size. And was able to cut the slicings really good because of the thin hollow grind. And the ergos are surprisingly good in a lot of these grips. And it's pretty pleasant to carry, other than, you know, the clip is a little annoying. It's definitely not nearly as bad as the full-size clip. Probably just because of the size of the knife, right? I don't understand why there's no jimping on the flipper tab, but at the same time, it works. Like, it works really well, so it's hard to complain about it. I fucking love this knife, but I thought I'd hate it. Just one of those situations. But anyway, there you go, guys. Just some thoughts and things, and I just wanted to address that. Like, you guys decide if you trust me or not. One other topic, last thing I want to talk about is, please, for the love of Pete, don't just watch my video and buy something or not buy something. I may crap all over a knife, and maybe another channel really likes it, right? So you got to watch these channels, and you got to gauge who you agree with and don't agree with, whose tastes are similar to yours, and then gather all the information together and make a decision. Don't just watch one guy go, that's good, and then go buy it. Because I used to do that. When I first got into collecting and watching YouTube, and I would watch Slicey Dicey, and he would say a knife is good, I would go buy it, and it would suck ass. Like, I don't know how many times that happened. It happened to the point where I started thinking about starting a channel, to where I talked to people about knives before I bought them. Like, there was just so many times where that happened to me. And I'm not like saying he, like, you know, whatever. I'm just saying my tastes didn't align with him, right? So I should have been, you know, watching a few videos of other people and his or whatever before going to buy it. But a lot of times he got the first look at a lot of knives. So I'd be trying to buy them right when they drop or whatever, and he'd have the only video up, and then it's kind of like, you know, you just got to trust him or not. And I learned that I really didn't, because of our tastes were just different, you know? So you guys got to figure that out on your own. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I realize we have a tactical vibe here. We have the CMF Metalworks print, the Brian Brown Knives Fanatic Edge exclusive Jaeger, the Something Obscene Company Mini J-Cape, Fanatic Edge Omen V2, Chavez Knives Sangre Blade HQ exclusive, Jason Grant Brass Brigade Gripper, Knife Standards RR Standard, Tactical goddamn Tuesday on a Sunday. So for me, I don't know what day this will be, but hey guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Hit me up. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. You know, tell me your experiences with it. Have I caused you issues before in the past? Have you bought knives on my recommendation that suck? I'd venture to guess that I have a pretty good hit rate on telling people to avoid knives. Now, I can't say I've said a knife is good and you got it and loved it every time, because we just aren't all going to agree. But I'd venture to guess I've kept people away from a lot of shitty knives. But who knows? And again, don't just listen to me. Get your information from a lot of people. There's so many good channels out there, guys. I mean, check out Neve's Knives. Check out Knives Fast. Check out Big Red EDC. Check out 814 EDC. You know, check out Stafford's EDC. Check out Addicted to Knives. You know, the list goes on. Check out Nav Sergeant, Brandon Thrasher, Said Stevie, Grady's Gear. Just go check out all, you know, if it's a fixed blade or something like that, go check out Choir Boys Cutlery, Outdoors. You know, there's just so many options and channels, Metal Complex and Neve's Knives and all the big dogs like that. Did I say Bees Blades? A Therapeutic Edge and Women Carry Knives. If you're a woman, what are you doing? Go check out Women Carry Knives, Stella's Obsession or Knife Obsession. There's just so many Tier 1 gear and EDC reviews. Stasa 23. Man, I don't have a list in front of me, and I suck at remembering everybody. So now I feel bad because I didn't list every fucking channel under the planet. If I forgot your channel, I'm sorry, but go check it out. If anybody wants to plug their channel down below, please do that. There's a lot of people that support stuff like that. Ionan's Edge, The Last Ranger, Grumpy Grunt, Mattis Faction, all right, Gonzo. There's a lot of people who support promoting other channels. Please link all the channels you want down below. You guys should be checking them out, right? Get your information from everybody that you can. Nocturne Knives, love Nocturne Knives. Knife Standards, Brass Brigade, all right? God damn, I need to shut up. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Truly, truly do. And I will catch you later.